What's up everybody, this is Jepp and today we're going to learn how to play Naive by the Kooks. This song was highly requested and this is perfect for me to come back from my summer break. So without wasting other time, let's take a look to the song. It's kinda easy, it's mostly composed by chords and you will have to play an introduction, a solo and a final out of the normal chords I will show you. So without wasting other time, let's take a look to how the introduction flows. It's something like so the very first chord you have to play here is the 4th fret of E string and 6th fret of the A string, like this. I'm sorry. Just these two strings. Then you play for once, right after this chord, the 6th fret on G and D string. You can play however you want, but I slightly prefer to play it with my ring finger, being really careful not to picking other strings, just the D and the G, because then you will have to play it for other 4 times like this, and then you have to play the 4th fret on G and D string as a chord, and I do it with my point finger. Now, the song suggests us to do a pull-off, so without picking twice, you pull off your fingers in favor of the other chord. But if you can't do it yet, you can easily pick for twice. So G and D on the 6th, G and D on the 4th. So or and as you can hear, this is closer to the real song. The structure of this introduction is always the same. We go on sliding from the 6th to the 7th fret on the A string. Then we will play 9th fret on D and G. And then do it again 4 times on the 6th, once on the 4th. So. Then we will slide from the 4th to the 6th fret on the E string. And do again the very first thing we have done in the introduction. And finally we slide from the 6th to the 7th fret on the E, and we do this chord. The very first chord is your point finger will be pressing the 8th fret on G and D string. Middle finger will be pressing the 9th fret on the A. This is the first chord. The second chord is the exact same one, but your point finger will stay on the 8th fret of the G, and your ring finger will press the 9th of the G. So sorry, 9 of the G, 8th of the D, 9 of the A. So 8G, 8D, 9A, 8G, 9D, 8A. So this is the overall introduction. And this is pretty much it. To be honest, the limit between introduction and verse isn't really clear. It's like the introduction slowly becomes the verse. But anyway, as far as I can hear it, after you have played the introduction for once, we will go on and start with the chords, which should be now. This is a bracket, really short one, because I want to say 1 or 2 words on strumming pattern. A lot of you have been asking me the strumming pattern for the songs, and probably I will be doing a tutorial about how to get it without actually asking it, because trust me, it's really hard to suggest you a strumming pattern. I don't know if all guitarists do like this, but I listen to the song, I feel the rhythm, and I just play it. So once I learn a song, it's not like I try to get drums. I see the chord and I feel the rhythm and I just play. By the way, I have figured out a general rhythm if some of you can't understand it from the song. And it's something like down, down, up, down, mute, mute, down, up, down. So it should be. So, this should be the rhythm, but once I heard the song, I first played like this. It kind of depends on you, because this grants you a great weapon to vary and to give your own touch to the song. The strumming pattern is that. By the way, the general strumming pattern should be that one, but now I'm going to show you the actual chords. The very first chord is with your point finger on the 4th fret of all the strings like a bar. Ring finger and pinky will be on the 6th fret of A and D. This is the first chord. Then the second one will have your point finger on the 7th fret, and then you will have the other 3 fingers, ring finger, pinky and middle finger, on the 9th fret of D, G and B string. The third one will have your point finger 1 fret down, so we are on the 6th one. Then your middle finger will be on the 7th fret of B string, and your ring finger will be on the 8th fret of D string. And the last one will be point finger on the 7th, ring finger and pinky on the 9th fret of D and A, middle finger on 8th fret of G. Last chord will be like this, but you lift your pinky and you put it on the G string on the 9th fret. So pinky will go from 9th fret on the D to 9th fret of the G, while your middle finger will pass from the 8th fret to the G to the 8th fret of the D. So it's something like a switcheroo between ring finger and pinky. They switch position. So this is the overall structure of the verse. After you have played the verse for 3 times, so introduction for once, verse for 3 times, you have to do. After you have done the verse, we will go to the chorus. Chorus of your very first chorus will basically be just play one chord and let it ring. So it's nothing about strumming or anything. And the very first chord is the second chord I showed you before. So your 3 fingers will be on the 9th fret of D, G and B, and your point finger will be on the 7th fret. Then you go point finger on the 7th, ring finger and pinky on the 9th of the A and D, middle finger on the 8th of the G, and then we go to the third chord. So ring finger on the 6th, middle finger on the 7th of the B, ring finger on the 8th of the D. So these are the 3 chords of the chorus. Right on, freedom, I'm not gonna let you. Really goes in making, missing up to beat him. right on, read on. No, 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 no. That's it. So, as you can see, you have to do these 3 chords for twice. And then again. So after you have done this for 3 times, you can play a few chords like this. Then you go to the very first chord I've showed you before, point finger on the 4th, ring finger and pinky on the 6th of A and D. And then you slide down to 2 frets with these exact position, 1, 2, and you put your middle finger on the 3rd of the G. So. Then you do the same chords of the chorus again. And then you end up. So you do down, 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 down. You do pretty much down, 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 down. And then you start with verse again. So I'm gonna repeat the chorus, but I will cut it and have the lyrics so I can sing it. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking, true or false it may be, not to get me. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking, true or false it may be, she still out to get me. So first twice you let it ring the 3 chords. Then the 3rd time you start to play. And then again. And then you just play like an interlude between the chorus and the verse, the very first chord of the chorus. Then the song pretty much goes on to the verse for other 3 times, the chorus for other 4 times, but this time the very first 2 parts of the chorus won't be just play and ring. They will be played with this strumming pattern. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking, true or false it may be, well she's still out to get me. I know you know I'm not fond of asking, true or false it may be, she's still out to get me. So after the chorus, the second chorus, we will be going to the solo. The very first part of the solo is easy as hell, because you just have to play different frets on the G strings, and it's something like. So you play 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 16, 20. The rhythm is something like. Then you play 19 for 3 times on the B. On the B, these are all on the B string, the second part. So 19 for 3 times. 17. Then you have 14, 17, 16. So then you have 12, 16, 12, 14, 17, 16, then you go 15 on the G, and 16 on the D for twice. Like that. So you play these 3 notes for twice. So let's repeat it. 3 times 19 fret on the B, then 17, 14, 17, 16, then you go 12, 16, 12, 14, 17, 16, then you go 15 on the G, 16 on the D, and you repeat it again. And then you play these two chords to end the solo. So point finger on the 7th fret, ring finger and pinky on the 9th fret of D and G, and the middle finger on the 8th fret of the G, and then this. So I will write in the tab. You have already seen this chord, and we will go straight off to 2 verses. I won't remember verses, sorry. And 4 choruses, who are the So 2 verses, 4 choruses, and we go right straight off to the final, which is something like Please don't let me down, and that's it. So you play after the solo, you play these 2 chords, then you start up the verse, and there's a little bit of an important thing. You have to do it, the verse right after the solo, you have to do before actually starting with the rhythm. So you play the power chord on the 2nd fret, point finger on the 2nd fret, ring finger and pinky on the 4th fret of D and A, and you slide up to 2 frets. So, and then you play for other 3 times. And then you start the actual rhythm, so you do. So, and you go on like this. So this should be pretty much naive by the Kooks. I hope you understood everything. If not, please write me anything you want in the comments. Like the Facebook page, because YouTube is starting to get completely mad and I keep on having problems viewing your comments and your messages. So please like my Facebook page, and this will make my life even easier to manage and to answer to all of you. I'm gonna say hello to the whole world who's watching me right now, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.